At the end of the day, we live in these neighborhoods, we live in these communities, we live in these societies that tell us like, this is how you need to behave, this is who you need to be, this is how you need to think. And if you don't, then you are a problem, and we're gonna let you know that you're a problem. And when you're like openly queer or openly trans, you can't escape that. Who you are, how you exist in the world is already wrong to society. Drag is this little shield where I can go into the world that hates me, and all of a sudden it's not like the real world anymore. I'm in a movie, or like I'm on a stage and now it's a performance. I grew up in Milpitas, California. It's the forgotten child of Fremont and San Jose. I was very flamboyant as a little kid, and I think ever since I was maybe even like 4 or 5 years old, my parents already had to start grappling with this question of like, if your child is queer, how are you gonna deal with it? I got really lucky. I think that my family has always been very supportive. When you go through a really difficult situation, leaving your country as an undocumented person into this like completely different world, those things force you to see the world in different ways or to confront a lot of the negativity that comes with like just existing as who you are in the world. My family is an example that you can be supportive and you're still Mexican. You can be supportive and you're still Catholic. You can be supportive and your world is not falling apart. Nothing bad's gonna happen to you if you accept your queer and trans children. And I'll say it in Spanish, nada malo va a pasar en tu familia si tú apoyas a tus niños queer y trans. It wasn't until college where it really started clicking for me and making sense. Once I started learning about Chicano art and seeing this historical perspective, when you think about stuff like the Stonewall riots and how a lot of the folks that were there kind of fighting for queer liberation and trans liberation were drag performers and people who dressed up for fun. There's that political empowerment also that comes with doing this art form and having a platform. You open the door to possibility when you're not yourself and instead you're this like character. There's like freedom that comes with that. Growing up in the suburbs of the Bay Area, the homes are all alike. The streets look similar, everything feels really uniform. And I think it's a gift to grow up here and be queer or trans or all the things that bring color into these neighborhoods. To me, this is liberation from all that sameness that hides what makes us special.